Hey guys, thanks so much for joining. We've talked about the uncovering customer needs as a key area of focus for week 4 of Fast Start and a key element for Command of the Message. And so I've got Peter McCracken and Aasish Sharma with me today, and done a fantastic job of really bringing this to life. So I wanted to have them share with you all the survey that they've put together to really help capture that information. So why don't we start with Aasish? Can you share us a little bit more about, hey, what's the context behind this survey? How did it come about? And even give a glimpse into what that survey looks like.
Sure, absolutely. So really the way it kind of originated was Pete and I were talking a couple of weeks, I think before Force Management, when we all met up in Dallas, and we were talking about how oftentimes going into that first prospect meeting, it's a little bit hard, almost like pulling teeth, getting information from them going into that, because they're rushing off the phone. If you're on a cold call, they've just agreed to give you 30 minutes of their time. Now they don't want to start getting harassed with more questions about what tools are you using, what are your goals. So we figured, if we think slightly outside the box and come up with a way where we can extract that information in a very non-intrusive manner, it would go a long way in getting that. So we came up with the survey as sort of an experimental thing, which anyways, 24 hours prior to the meeting, I'd say, hey, 2 p.m. tomorrow, we have our meeting. If that still works, looking forward to it. And now what I'll do is I'll be like, if you could just take 30 seconds and fill out this brief questionnaire, it'll go a long way in giving us valuable information to ensure that we're able to get the most out of the time.
Awesome. So they filled that form out, and then Peter, how's that helped your kind of workflow as you've had those go into those initial qualification meetings? How's that helped save you time?
Yeah, sure. So I think the big thing is what we're doing is if Aasish gets a response on a survey, and we understand that not everybody's going to fill out the survey, at least to start, but I think as the customer understands and as Aasish shares with the customer or prospect that this is to help them also and give us a direction for them, so we're making the best use of their time. I think a big thing overall has been mainly around the beginning of the call, finding a place to start, because a lot of the IQNs, at least that can start, is, oh yeah, we're interested in hearing more about GitLab, but they don't really know where to start or where their problems are, or if there are any pains internally. So this kind of gives you that first additional layer of direction of where to lead with these discovery questions. So as immediately as I pull out my form for Force Management, I can go through and kind of have a direction of where I want to go and start validating almost right off the bat, which is really great. Saves me time and really kind of gives me a direction overall as well.
Awesome. And we'll include a link so everybody else can check out that form if you haven't already. I love that the first question, right, is about, hey, what's your biggest pain point or thing that you're looking to improve upon? So really starting with the value driver. And I know, Aasish, you shared with me kind of from a workflow perspective, once the customer fills that out, you enter that into Salesforce, so there's a record of what they said. And then, yeah, I love, Pete, you'd shared that, even just playing that back to the customer, confirming, like that's the information, and kind of moving on with the rest of the discovery conversation. Well, good stuff, folks. Well, I appreciate you guys sharing it. Thank you again. Congrats on really just bringing this to life and leaning in. And appreciate you taking the time. We'll share this with the rest of the sales organization. And I think this is a best practice that others may look to emulate. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Have a good one.
See ya.